Hello, Taurus. This is AD with Kayxztarot Tarot, and I'm going to be doing your February 2020 reading, guys. So thank you so much for your patience. Thank you so much for joining me again. If you're old, thank you and welcome if you are new. So let's get into it. But before we do, please check out that description box below on information how to book a personal reading with me. Follow me on Instagram because eventually my Instagram is going to be popping. I'm still working on it, but like if you just want to be there or be square, you know what I'm saying? Follow me there. And yeah, now let's get into it. Let's dig into it, Taurus. So, I didn't really get any pre-messages while I was shuffling, which isn't necessarily bad. I just think that this is good or bad. You know, it's just like, I feel like this is going to be a pretty steady month, for you. Obviously, brace yourself for the retrograde that's about to happen. Brace yourself for the retrograde that's about to happen. Mercury goes retrograde from February 16th to March 6th or March 9th. I read both. So just mark your calendars for that. February is going to be a little wonky. Very full of love, you know, with Venus moving into Pisces, which is good, you know, good for you. So you might be more expressive. But for the most part, you know, I think you're going to be laying low. So, of course, while I was saying that, the Temperance card came out, which is all about balance, peace, you know, serenity. So that's exactly what I'm getting for you, Taurus. I feel like this is a very calming energy, at least starting out at the beginning of the month, you know, and I like the imagery here too. Where I get so excited. I like the imagery here too, where like one foot's on the ground and one foot is in the water. And I feel like some of you romantically or emotionally are going to be letting your emotions out a little bit, perhaps. And I just heard some of you may have been in a relationship for a while and you've kind of been defensive and guarded, and this is the month where you decide to take it to the next level, where you decide to open up a little bit more and really let that person into who you are, while still again being very grounded. You're not gonna let it go too far, you know. As a Taurus moon myself, I totally get that energy, but it's a very safe, I feel very safe. I think that you're going to feel safe this month, which is nice. All right, let's see. Okay, so quite a bit. All right, so we got the Queen of Wands. Oh, Queen of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles to the Emperor. So big focus on finances, big focus on work. I feel like Taurus energy, you're bunkering down, you're hunkering down on what it is that you've been thinking about achieving. And I do see you having success and possibly even getting recognition from a masculine, a dominant masculine. This could be a boss, or this could just be somebody, like if you're somebody who does like social media and all that other stuff, you could be recognized by somebody, you know, of celebrity of some sort. It could be in the form of like a shout out, but I just imagine that there's this inspiration, particularly in the creative arts too, to just go ahead and do it and finally put your nose to the grindstone and put in that work. I feel like a lot of you have had dreams. You know, Taurus energy, it's very productive, but it's slow. You know, it takes time. And I love the energy because obviously I'm biased, but I think it's a cool energy because in tarot, Taurus energy is represented by the Hierophant, which is the foundation. That's why it's slow, because it has to be critical. If you are the groundwork for something, then you have to know exactly what it is that you're setting. And Taurus are very diligent in making sure that they can assess the entire situation before they start laying the groundwork down. You know, like if it's like the Three Little Pigs, the last one was the Taurus, the one who was just like, saw that didn't work, saw the straw, maybe not, so I'm gonna wait till brick. You know, so yeah, you were the last little pig to build your house, but at the end of the day, all the three little pigs, all the two other pigs, the brothers had to come and hang out with you because you were the only one who had the right plan. You know, meanwhile, you were couch surfing and trying to stay with them and they didn't have their stuff together. So I'm really imagining that there's this energy here of you finally being able to lay that foundation, perhaps because of trials and tribulations through yourself and through others. And so you finally recognize that you're willing to build that house, that empire out of brick. And this is great for masculine and feminine energy. I like this combination here, but bigger than that, it's going to involve some sort of recognition, you know. It's gonna sound the alarm in a way. Oh, we have the Ten of Cups here, we have the Four of Pentacles, and we have the Nine of Swords. So I am imagining that there has been some strain on finances. And Taurus energy is really big on security. So I'm imagining that there's been a threat to security. So there's been a cheapness. I am with this Ten of Cups seeing that you might be able to indulge this month a little bit more than you have, just because you're feeling more confident in what's to come. It's not as if you're spending on credit, Taurus, but I am imagining that like things are starting to solidify. And so you're starting to feel more comfortable. So hopefully these pentacles will loosen up. I feel like you were very much scared of money, resources. Perhaps you were trying to invest in something and it was just taking a long time for it to take off. It was taking a long time for you to get your return. So you had to be very diligent in what you did have. I am seeing that opening up. I'm seeing those chains loosen up a little bit with this Ten of Cups here. Yeah, the Two of Swords to the King of Pentacles, which is your energy here. Yeah, there is some hesitancy about spending. There is some financial strains that have been put on, but I feel like it's been a past energy in a sense. I'm like, you're probably still in it as you're watching this video, but I imagine that by the end of the month, due to the work and the recognition that you receive, you're going to feel a lot more flexible in your spending. But that's such an important part of you is your security this month in February. Okay, so we got the Six of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, so this kind of goes again to what I was talking about. So the Six of Pentacles is all about balance. There could be some disruption. Like I said, there might be some disruption that's happened, but I still feel like it was like the past few years have been financially very difficult, where it's been hard to keep money. It's been hard to save money. And now you know what to invest your time and resources in, and you're more open in doing so. But this month is going to be, I'm still getting that it's a good month, but like as far as finances, it might be a little tight, but it's going to start loosening up. You're going to start seeing avenues to loosen up your income, okay? And again, start feeling that security. All right, Six of Cups. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, so we got the Six of Cups to the Star and to the Knight of Wands. So this could easily be healing some childhood issues, some childhood wounds. And for others of you, this is healing a connection that has been in and out. I'm getting a really positive energy from this because I feel like that this Knight of Wands, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, but I just imagine somebody with like it doesn't have to be that particular sign, but this energy has been very in and out, you know, kind of against the stability that you've been craving, right? With the Four of Pentacles here, you know, it's been causing you worry. I think this is more financial. I feel like this is more love, friendship oriented, but there's been somebody or something that has been kind of in and out or flighty or flaky, but I imagine that you're going to get some sort of healing energy, apology, or understanding about what is going on. I imagine that this person is rushing in to stay this time, but it's certainly a soulmate connection. I'm trying not to use twin flame personally for me, just because like twin flame energy is so it's exhausting, it's draining, like it's a lot. And I imagine that there's people out there who are searching for their twin flame. Personally, I've been there, done that, got that t-shirt. I'm done with it, over with it. I learned my lessons and I'm ready to take my bag and go. So for those of you who are manifesting a soulmate, somebody that it's not necessarily, it might not be that intense, but it is secure and it is very loving and very grounded, this energy can imply that. But again, I do imagine that it was kind of twin flamey with the Knight of Wands, just because this person was so in and out. I just heard they were slaying other demons or slaying other dragons or something. They were just preoccupied. Yeah, with the Strength card. So it could have been connecting with a Leo, but I'm just getting this energy of like inner strength and working. Also working up the nerves for some sort of communication. Wow. So we got Strength, the King of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. I am imagining that somebody is dealing with somebody with Leo energy, and then they have air energy. So Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, you know, within their chart, and probably some fire. This person is very, very or they're very much operating in the masculine, okay? And this could be you or the person that you're connecting with. I feel like this is the person that you're connecting with, but there is a strong passion and desire to come in and heal the past energy. I do imagine that this person has been in and out now, and now they're ready to kind of mature. There is a wanting, a longing, a desire here, a need for you. Taurus, in every form and fashion of the word. This is very passionate. It's very, sexual with the wand energy here. I feel like somebody has decided, quite honestly, that they are going to be to be with you. They want you. Okay. So we got the 9 of Wands, the Page of Swords, the 4 of Wands, wow, the 5 of Pentacles, and I'm sorry, the 4 of Swords, the Page of Swords, the 4 of Swords, the 5 of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. This is very like secret admirer energy. Somebody is very guarded about their feelings. Somebody is definitely keeping a lot in, Taurus, and they have been watching and eyeing you, and they've been really plotting, okay, about how they're going to come out of the cold and come towards you again with this Page of Wands and Queen of Pentacles. Excuse me, this 4 of Swords is all about resting and healing, but I feel like this person is devising some sort of plan to come out of the cold with you with the 5 of Pentacles, because I think they are being led by their sexual desires and passion towards you, because Taurus, very sensual sign, very, 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 very sensual sign, low-key freaks. I feel like this person knows that and they're trying to come back, but I do feel like it's deeper than that. I don't think that this person is only interested in the physical, but that is what is bringing them towards you. Okay, that is the thing that they're lusting after the most. But after they get it out their system, I feel like they would open up, but now they just have such a strong desire for you with the Page of Wands here. So a lot of Wands energy, a lot of passion, a lot of fire, which I feel like is good to kind of switch you up, Taurus, because I feel like without this energy, February would come and go. I think that you would focus on work, but just because Venus is in Pisces and all these other things are happening, you're not missing out on the fun, if you will. Just because somebody else, I feel like is going to definitely come towards you in a very quick manner. But I imagine that a lot of you are really focused on work and building your own personal empire. This person, when they come back to you, they're going to excite you. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be exciting. I don't feel like this is a negative thing. I feel like I'm not necessarily getting mutual yet, just because this is so focused on their energy coming towards you. Sorry, I don't know what my neighbor's doing. It's so loud. Look at that, the devil. Yeah, the devil to the 10 of Pentacles. This person wants to lock you down. Oh my gosh. That's what I'm saying. There's so much temptation and desire here. But like I said, at the end of the day, because the devil isn't necessarily bad. I don't even think that it means toxicity in this situation. I just think it's a really strong sexual desire towards you. But again, the 10 of Pentacles is here. So it does want, they do want stability. For some of you guys, you are definitely dealing with the Capricorn. But this is all about wanting you. Like, you can't go anywhere. Really buckling down, and I feel like it's been quite a slow process, but a process nonetheless, So we get the Queen of Cups and Justice. I love it. The Knight of Swords. I love it. Judgment. I love it. The Hermit to the 7 of Cups. So someone has been very in their head about a connection, very in their head, and they've gone inward, and I feel like they've done a lot of reflection, a lot of self-reflection, a lot of looking at their past lovers, their past relationships, their past with you, and they are being really called by spirit, with this Judgment and Justice card to communicate. All right. And, they're coming, they want to speak their truth, because at the end of the day, their desire is so strong that they're getting to the point where they're like, schmuck it. I need, either it's going to happen or it's not. It's 50-50. Either I'm going to approach Taurus and they're going to, be like, hell no, or I get what I want and we get to try to hopefully build together. So I feel like this person is working up quite literally the balls to come and speak to you, because they want justice in the situation. They see you as very loving, nurturing, kind. Again, this Piscean energy too. It's like you are definitely getting that. They love the stability, they crave it, and they're craving the intimacy in a deep level. I feel like when they first come in, it will probably be quiet. rough. But after they get that out their system, it really is a loving energy that they have towards you in such a deep and profound respect. But Taurus, I'm really getting that this month for you personally, energetically is going to be focused on work and building abundance and getting your content out, building your name, building your brand, really getting a game plan together, a strategy and whatnot, and just moving forward. And so all you can do is sit and receive, wait for this person to come to you. And also, if this is your energy, I feel like this could be your energy too, Taurus, where you're very confused because you feel very isolated and out in the dark, but this person is on your mind. And so you're confused as to why this happens. Because a lot of you, I feel like, if you're like me, it's just like, this is taking too long. I'm bored. Like, I'm ready to keep it pushing. But the call is there too. This devil energy works both ways. These are the lovers. The lovers in reverse, right? And so this connection works both ways. And so I feel like there's been a desire to leave because there has been very little communication. This person has just kind of sat and focused on their abundance. They haven't really come forth. And so I'm imagining that there has been a lot of confusion. And so you've been thinking maybe I should move forward. Maybe I should, separate, but I just cannot get this person out of my system, let alone my system, my being. It's like, I let you in and you infected me, and there's no cure. And I feel like that has caused a lot of confusion, but I do sense that this person is going to come through and communicate their truth. And with this justice card, this justice and judgment card, this is about really stating what it is that they're expecting, what it is that they want, and what it is that they want to give, more importantly, okay? So yeah, we definitely, I was like, speaking of giving, they might even come in with some sort of long-term offer. This is shaping up, Taurus, to be a very nice Valentine's Day for you. If you've been dealing with somebody who hasn't given, they want to give you something. This is also something physical with the Page of Pentacles here, with the Knight of Cups. It's a very romantic energy that's coming towards you, and it's just because you deserve it. You've earned it. You've been patient. You've been kind. You've been smart. And now this person is wanting to come towards you and move it forward, quite honestly. And they might even want to move quickly. It's taken a long time to get to this point, but by the time this person approaches you and they come out, the Empress at the bottom of the deck, Taurus energy right there, they want to come towards you. Since it's been so long, they do not want to waste any more time. I really don't see them taking... They don't want to take their time. We have the Ace of Swords here, the Moon card, the Fool, and the Seven of Swords. I'm just getting like this energy of wanting a new beginning. They want it so bad. They want this so bad, but it's hidden. The Moon and the Seven of Swords. There's deception here, but deception of how bad they want this, like they want to play it kind of cool. They're not used to this type of passion. They're not used to this type of longing. And so it's very off-putting. But I do imagine that they're going to work through this fear. I am getting a sense of fear here, of rejection in particular, fear that you don't want to take off with them. I mean, and it could be because of the confusion that they've caused in the past. I do sense, this person sees themselves kind of as the devil to your sunlight. Do you know what I'm saying? Because they know and they're aware of how dark and how elusive they've been, because they've been dealing with their own devils, and they feel like you don't have any, if that makes sense, because they put you on like this pedestal, and especially with the Empress again, like, they think that they don't want to dim your light, but they want you and they don't want you to be with anyone else. So that's like, they're like wrestling, like a part of them feels like they might not be good enough for you, but the other part of them is just like, well, who else is better? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so it keeps going back, because it's a very masculine person, very egocentric, and again, I'm being pulled to the Queen of Wands. So this person thinks highly of themselves, they're confident and all that good stuff, but they think that like you're damn near perfect. And so they're nervous about coming towards you and asking for this new beginning, because they've been spent so much time focusing on meditating and healing from past relationships, past difficulties, childhood traumas, and all the other stuff. They feel like you don't have any of that. Even though you do, they just don't know. I feel like you might not know this person very well. Like, you know this person, you've probably been friends, but you've never had like those conversations of like, oh my god, I was then and I feel like those type of conversations haven't happened yet, and so they just see you as like this really, like, I'm being pulled to this yellow energy. They see you as so bright, and they want this 10 of cups, but they're nervous about going towards it because subconsciously they doubt if they're good for you. Not good enough for you, but good for you in general. But that's just their desire and their passion is so strong that like they're not going to be able to contain themselves, and this fear is kind of going to go by the wayside. But also because of the way the moon came out, the fool come out, I feel like when they do come back, I feel like they have a surprise planned, if that makes sense. So like they might come back and like play it real cool and be like, hey, yo, like I was just thinking about you, whatever. And then like they'll be like, we should go to dinner. And you're like, okay, cool. And then after dinner, they have it really set up, really, really nice. Or, you know, they text you or whatever just to see how you're doing. They might ask you for some information. All of a sudden you have flowers on your doorstep. Like they're planning to give you something. I do imagine that there's going to be something tangible, but there is a secret and a surprise here, but a very positive one. I think it's very good. Yeah, look at this. I'm being pulled to the 10 of cups again, and the 6 of wands at the bottom of the deck. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at all this wand energy. I don't know, guys. I'm in such a good mood. The sun has been out for 2 days in a row, and I am a person who suffers from that seasonal depression, so I am so happy. But I'm happy with these cards too. This person is coming back victoriously to communicate that they want some long form of commitment with you. You know, here we have 1111. It's wish fulfillment. They want you. They've set their sights on you, Taurus, and they're not budging from it. They're like, I'm not leaving this town till I take your daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're very much in such a go energy about this. It's like they don't want to do anything else. This is such a sweet energy. The 7 of wands, so much passion, so much desire. Like they're coming to scorch your earth. All right. Yeah, we have the King of Cups and the Magician card. Could be connecting with an Aries, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I'm specifically hearing Scorpio, or somebody with Scorpionic energy. That makes sense. Listen, this makes sense if somebody's a Scorpio moon, Scorpio rising, Scorpio Venus, Scorpio Mars. Okay, this makes sense. They want to control the situation. They want what they want. And I imagine that, like, you know, and if you're hearing this and you're just like, this is an X, I imagine that this is a pretty mutual energy. I'm hoping that this reading finds you more of a confirmation of what you've been feeling opposed to a shock. This is somebody that I imagine like you've had some times with and you spent time with, but it never really fully took off the ground because of the devil energy, because of the 4 of swords, because of the fear, because of possibly other relationships, other women, you know, other men. It's just been one of those things. But this time they want to come back and they want to do it right. They want to demonstrate with what they have, to give you what you want. Yeah, they want to. They want you to not be single anymore. They're trying to kill it with everything that they got, okay? They do not want you to be in fear. They don't want you to not know how they feel. They don't want you to just be alone anymore. They want you to know that you have a partner. They're trying to end this. I really feel, Taurus, February this month and within the next couple of months, you're not going to be single anymore. Once this person comes in and they've declared, quite honestly, they've declared like, hey, so I've been thinking, yeah, you're my girlfriend, or yeah, you're my boyfriend, and yeah, that's just gonna be that. And you're gonna be like, okay, and they're gonna spoil you with so many things because they know that you're such a strong person that they cannot come back empty-handed. They can't offer you anything that's less than the best. This person is very aware of that, especially with the King of Cups and the Magician card. You know, they want to manipulate the situation for you to not be single anymore. And I don't mean that in a negative way. You know, I'm just saying, like, if Scorpio, this is very Scorpionic energy to me, where they've just kind of decided that they want you and they're going to do whatever they can in order to have you. You know, not in a scary way, not in a dangerous way or anything. This is a very romantic and light energy, but they've been called that you're the one. And so now they want to establish that for you. And what better time and opportunity than Valentine's Day? It kind of, for whatever reason, it put like this timer over their head. King of Wands. It put like this timer over their head. And so now they're just kind of like, well, I'm ready to charge forward with it and see what happens and see where it leads. All right. All right. Right. This could be an unexpected trip. An unexpected, somebody might unexpectedly show up on your doorstep, Taurus. They're that serious, and they want you to know that. I feel like this person was preoccupied with other things, other obligations, other people, and so they weren't able to give. But within the past month, probably since 2020 hit, and the things that have happened, their own tower moments, they're ready. They're ready. Like, that's all I keep hearing. They're ready, and they don't want you to go anywhere. And so I'm imagining that there might be some unexpected trip or some unexpected information that comes into you. But I just see it happening on your doorstep, really. The Two of Wands. There's a distance here. You might be in some sort of separation from this person, but it's a physical separation. They want to close that gap. Look, these two are both kind of like, I know they're not technically looking in the same direction, but they are, you know, like they're both longing towards the same thing, towards this tower moment, towards this unexpected upheaval, because they want to shake the structures that are already done. I'm saying, Taurus, this is such a funny month for you because, like, you're really going to be focused on your money and your coin. That's all you can do. That's all you want to do. And then all of this is going to be happening simultaneously. So really, really beautiful. Unexpected. I'm being again pulled to the Seven of Swords. There's just a surprise here, particularly from somebody, if you've been dealing with the distance, like they're going to make that effort. Like they're going to do something that proves that they are invested, no matter come rain or high water, come hell, come mountain, doesn't freaking matter what it is. They're going to do something to let you know, like, hey, I'm here. I'm in this. I want you. I'm Seven of Wands. I'm fighting for this. I'm courageous in this. I'm not letting you go anywhere. I want us to work together. I want us to be together. Look at this. The Three of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, the High Priestess, oh my God, and the Wheel of Fortune. This person is genuinely being called spiritually to come towards you if they haven't. Like, this person might just literally keep your house clean. That's all I have to say. Make sure that your stuff is clean and clear, because this person, Taurus, might really just pop up on you and be like, look, I really want to make this work. There is some challenge, there is some distance, and you could be going towards them. It's just divinely guided with the High Priestess and the Wheel of Fortune. This is fate. This is a fated trip. This is a fated, unexpected upheaval that's going to happen, that's going to bring you two together. And if you don't know this person, then Taurus, this month, if you're being called for business to go travel somewhere, fate is coming in. Like, if you're going somewhere and you're traveling, Taurus, I would almost be willing to bet you cash money, and I never do this on any of my charts, but with this particular combination and the feeling that I'm getting, I would be willing to bet you cash money that you will be in some semblance of a committed relationship by the end of this month. If you are not with this person physically yet, you will be planning on how to make it happen by April, May. This is a very quick and speedy energy, and it's fate. This is guided. This is happening. There's nothing that you can do but just sit there and kind of let it happen, because I feel like a lot of this energy is coming, and I'm being again pulled to the Emperor. You know, a lot of this energy is coming from the masculine to step up, to prove themselves. You know, it's like if you've been sleeping beauty and you've been sleeping away for the past 100 years, now he's come, he's slayed the dragon, he's literally on his way up the stairs. Like, he's literally on his way up the stairs to come greet you, or she is literally coming. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you're Snow White and you've been hanging out with the 7 dwarves, kicking it, he's literally coming down the pathway to knock on your door. Like, it's very, 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 very quick. You know, like, I'm trying to think of Cinderella. He's at the stepsister's house, and now he found out that you're in the basement. He's coming down there. Like, it's a very, very quick and speedy energy, and I don't think it's going to budge. I imagine that you're probably dealing with somebody fixed too. So Scorpio, Aquarius, another Taurus, or who am I saying? Or Leo. Like, this is a very fixed type energy too, where once they've decided, that's it. And they decided on you, And that's it. And that's it. Look at that. Here we go with which is the world, which is all the fixed signs, which is what I was saying. Look at this. We got the Taurus, we got the Leo. So, I mean, for some of you, we got Aquarius. Scorpio's not here, but bam! There we go. So this is a fixed energy. This person, if they're not a fixed energy sun sign, then they definitely have it in their sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars. All right. Indubitably, I would bet you money on it. But they've made a decision to change. They made a decision to change and come back around. And now they picked you. And that's just it. That's just period. I do see the situation changing. Communication is going to change, and this chapter is going to close, and a new cycle is going to begin. It's going to be a totally new perspective on an old relationship. I'm just so sorry. Here we go with the Taurus, just to confirm that I am not going crazy, because I was just like, dang, I want my Taurus moon to resonate with this so bad. But like, whoo, look at this. Look at this. It came out just like this. The Lovers, the Knight of Pentacles to the Two of Cups. My friend. I just heard Sweetie Todd, my friend, my friend. But this is awesome soulmate energy, and it's stable. It's stable. I feel like it's taken such a long time for the connection to evolve. You know, I feel like it happened in the spiritual realm first with the soulmate, with the Lovers card being here. It happened in the spiritual realm first. It took a long time to materialize, and now the two can come together in the 3D. It happened in the 5D first, and now it's happening in the 3D. That's why this is so quick. This marriage, oh my gosh, I'm being pulled to the hair fine. This marriage has happened lifetimes ago, and now it's finally manifesting to where you physically have something in between you. You know, you see the Lovers, there's space, there's air, you know, they're just here. But here, there's something tangible to be exchanged between the two of them, guided by the Knight of Pentacles, which is the knight that does not play. Very Virgo energy. So somebody who's just going to make sure to put in that work and want perfection. They're not going to rush it. They're not going to rush this process because they want it to be done right and they want it to be done fair. And that's why I'm saying there is a movement from the 5D to the 3D. This is such a beautiful energy, guys, because I imagine that there's been a lot of patience having to be involved in this particular connection. Just because it's been so slow to move, and I'm being pulled. There's been so many ups and downs. Wow. There's been so many ups and downs, but with the Chariot card, it's time to move forward. I feel like somebody in this connection, perhaps the masculine, was just balancing so many other things that they didn't really know where to start, where to begin, where to end. I don't even know if they recognized that the connection was this deep until now. I feel like they were fighting themselves, but I also feel like they were fighting against the world. But clear as day, you are the one. Clear as day, you're the one. And I feel like this is happening in your work front too. Just a big, bright, beautiful energy. I'm almost moved to tears. This is such a beautiful thing, Taurus, and you deserve it. Like, it's so clear to them that you're what they want, what they need, what they desire. The Three of Swords, that healing energy, the Ace of Cups. They don't want to let you go. They want to heal this wound. I feel like the wounds that some of them may caused you, you know what I'm saying? They're very much aware because of their lack, and I'm again being pulled to the Two of Swords, because of their lack of direction. They probably caused so much confusion. It was difficult. But I mean, I'm telling you, they want to come back and they want to make it right, because clear as day, you're the one. They can't even imagine themselves with anyone else. The Nine of Cups. You're the wish fulfillment. The Nine of Cups to the Ace of Cups, baby, to the Sun. Oh my gosh, like I'm almost like, if I could conjure up some tears real quick, I will literally be crying. Like I'm literally like, because it's like it's this happy. And I feel like when the surprise comes in, it's just going to prove to you that like, it's going to be undeniable, whatever it is that they decide to do, because this person is grand. And I'm, again, being pulled to the Page of Wands. This person is a very big energy. King of Wands energy is kind of what I'm getting. So definitely probably has a Leo in their chart somewhere. But they just want to do something grand, so you know that they know that you're not going anywhere and they're not going anywhere, and y'all are here. I feel like they might, for some of them, they might have even had some epiphany, like as a dream, where they just they've been ignoring it, but like kind of in their dream, like spirit was like, look, like they saw your name over and over again. Like I feel like there were so many synchronicities, and they're gonna tell you this. They're gonna tell you when they come back, they're gonna be like, look, like I know that I was crazy, I am so sorry, but like I am so convinced that you're it. Like I'm done. I'm done looking, I'm done fighting. The 10 of Wands. That's what I'm saying. I knew the King of Wands was going to make an appearance. They've had a shift in perspective with the 10 of Wands here. They've had a shift in perspective with the Hangman, where they were looking at it all wrong the whole time. They were looking at the commitment wrong the whole time. And I feel like this is a life thing. I feel like they very much cherish, you know, their freedoms with the King of Wands. They wanted to be out. They wanted to be about. They wanted to meet people. But they recognize that they don't want any of that at all. They would rather be looking at you all day. They'd rather be providing for you. They'd rather be buying and doing nice things for you. They'd rather be loving on you opposed to chasing different things. While the Empress... They just, and I love this, the way that I put it down. The King of Wands is looking directly at the Empress, and the Empress is looking forward. I love it, because that's all that you can do, Taurus, is to keep looking forward. This is a Taurus card to me also. This person is coming with so much passion. Look, their wand, their hand, they're ready to come in and earn you know. And even though this person's a king, you're the Empress. Even though this person's a king, still doesn't pale into comparison. And that's why I'm just like, this person puts you very highly on a pedestal. Even though they're good, but you're better, and they know that. And so that's why they know that they can't come into the situation empty-handed. 5 of Swords. The 8 of Swords, they want to walk away from miscommunication. They want to walk away from not communication. Page of Cups, they want to offer you something. 3 of Cups, they want to offer you a reunion. They want to offer you to come back into their life. They want to celebrate with you. They want to give you a gift. They want to show you off. They want you to be their friend. They want you to be their lover. They want you to be their everything. They want to provide for you. They want to give. It's such a great energy. The 8 of Swords, the 4 of Cups, to finally the 5 of Cups. So a little interesting bit of a note to end on, but you know, there's just a sense of anxiety here because of missed opportunities. But you know, I'm actually being pulled, the last card that I pulled was the 5 of Cups, and it's focusing here. Look at this. These are the 3 cups, the insecurity, the stagnation, nothing happening, but through that beautiful thing of the 2 of Cups right here. So this reading for me is ending on the 2 of Cups. There's been a shift in perspective, and this man is turning around and he's seeing how the 2 beautiful cups that he has upright. And that's what he wanted all along. He was surrounded by stuff, surrounded by things, and now he's realizing and recognizing that there's a beautiful connection that's been behind him the entire time. And that is thanks to Spirit, who's been nudging this person to, again, shift their perspective. There's just been so much anxiety about rejection and fear. And I also think not even about this connection. I feel like this person has genuinely been going through it in life, Taurus. I don't think that it's been anything personal to you this entire time. And that's the one thing that they're going to demonstrate to you when they do come back, because they want you to know how important this has been and how much your energy has guided them through this 8 of Swords and through this 4 of Cups, the stagnation. Because they've just had so much healing. Again, I'm being pulled to the Star card. They've had so much healing to do. And they could be in their finances and resources. Well, now things are looking up for them financially. King of Pentacles. And so they're getting a wish fulfillment in that. They're getting recognition in their own selves. And now they like have all this stuff. And they're like, the only person I could dream to share it with is Taurus. And so I imagine that they're going to be coming back towards you to give you that. So that is a beautiful energy, Taurus. Beautiful reading. You know, your work is going to be your best friend in this situation. Because I also imagine that there could be some anxiety coming from you just because this energy has been slow. Let's not forget the Knight of Pentacles was the thing that makes it good, but that's to make it solid. You know, it's very beautiful energy to have the Knight of Pentacles because that is long term. It's very long term. It's slow to get off the ground, but it's worth it. For some of you, I'm being pulled to 3, 4. This could be 3, 4 months, 3, 4 years. It's years that you might have been going back and forth energetically with this person before it actually materializes in the 3D. But do not be Like when you leave this reading, don't think that like they're going to text you, you know, now. They're working on it. They're really, really working on it. And I would feel by Valentine's Day, they're going to want to give you something solid. By Valentine's Day, that's going to kind of be like their excuse to come back towards you. So just make sure if they're blocked or whatever, that you unblock them. And that you open up and that you put yourself in a position that's willing to and open to receive. Because I certainly see something tangible coming in from this person towards you. And it's going to be wish fulfillment, reconciliation. So they know that you're the one. They know it. And they're not going to back down from that, Taurus. So beautiful energy. I need to take a little bit of a sip of water. Not water, coffee. And of course, my straw broke. Like, for some strange reason, my straw is broken. So that just makes it so difficult. But yeah, let's get into your oracles, Taurus. Let's see what we got going. And again, please, a friendly reminder, please check out that description box below on information how to book a personal reading with me. Follow me on Instagram. And thank you so much for your likes, shares, and subscriptions and supports. Feel free to drop a comment down below. I love it. So let's see what we got. Ooh, that's too many, but I'm going to take that one. Okay. So we got, don't let your past hold you back. Adjustments are required. Tell the Taurus to adjust. All right. Adjustments are required. You are good enough. A new start is coming and a personal issue reaches resolution. Love it. Cancer energy, new moon. A new moon is going to be a very important time for you. I feel like this has to go with, some of you are, you know, Taurus energy. I'm really getting, you might want to hold a grudge against this person because it took so long, but Spirit is telling me that that's not fair. That's not fair because this person was really, 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 really focused on other things that was not personal to you. They never really disrespected you. They just didn't do what you wanted to do when you wanted. They just didn't do what you wanted them to do when you wanted them to do it because they were focused on other things. And so if you're going to be kind of negative and like, oh, well, you know, and talk about the past and what they didn't do back then, even when they come towards you, then that's fine. You can keep that. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but, you know, I wouldn't recommend it because Spirit, you know, this is a once in a lifetime connection. So if you decide to hold on to petty things, you're going to reflect and look back on it, Seven of Pentacles, and realize that maybe you were a little harsher. So just try to get off of the horse that you've been on. And you might be on it because you were trying to energetically disconnect from this person because it was taking so long. You were starting to doubt yourself with that Hermit, Seven of Cups moment. So it's not like I'm not telling you, but when this person does give back, you know, you are good enough. So they're coming back, again, Virgo energy, with a vengeance. Try to let it be new. You know, don't try to hold them to their past mistakes. Because you might have to adjust what you thought somebody was supposed to do. You're going to adjust what you thought a fairy tale was supposed to be. You're going to have to adjust what you thought you wanted in a partner. And how you thought that this was going to unfold. But it's going to be really beautiful, Taurus. I'm getting such a positive vibe from it. That's just for some of you. Some of you probably who are like an Aquarius, you know, Taurus, Sun, Aquarius, anything else, or another fixed sign, Scorpio, Leo. Somebody who has trouble letting go of things. No place like home. Between worlds. Yep. And to the sea. Look at this. Traveling. Some of you guys, if you travel back home, that's when something will happen if you're going back home. But I feel like there is travel here if you're not going back home or if you're leaving home. And for others of you, this is coming back home, you know, in spirit, you know, like you've been connected to this person energetically and you feel safe with them. There's a safety here, Taurus. And, you know, again, we go to the foundation, right? We go set with that foundation that we were talking about earlier. Some of you guys easily could be moving in with this person pretty soon, you know, not necessarily. It's just like where this connection is and how long it's taken to form. By the time you guys are coming together, it's just like we might as well just commit to the bit. We might as well just go the whole 9 yards, because like, it's not like we need a date. I already know you, you know, we don't need a date. We're past that. We're past all of that. We're soulmates. We're connected. We're going to do that. And so this between worlds for February is just really, again, going from that soulmate lovers energy to the 2 of cups energy, which is going to be in the 3D. At least that's how I'm interpreting. You might not interpret it that way, but that's how I got it from the message from me. So it's just putting that energy into that 3D film. But if you guys have the opportunity to come back home, it would be good. It would be good for you to take a trip and readjust. And home might not be physical home. I just heard, like, home might not be physical home. Home could be like where your heart yearns. Like for me, I grew up in Houston, Texas. That's where my family is. But home is New York City to me. I love New York. And so I would love to be able to go, you know. So it can be, so take this as you will. Ooh. Oh man, I'm taking this card, but this is a confirmation for me too. This particular card that just came out. That's really funny. Okay. I love it when your energy seeps through a reading. I was just called to do the Taurus energy first because I was like, should I do Taurus or Capricorn? And I was like, I'm gonna do Taurus because I'm a Taurus moon and I want to see what's popping. And so yeah, so the last card that we got was Black Jaguar, Old Soul. Walk through life with confidence and grace. You have power from beyond the world. Focus on what you really want. You can create your dreams. And I'm again being pulled to this moon, to like this symbol over here. I don't think that's a moon actually. Maybe it is. I had to actually like read up on this card, but I'm being called to this circle that I'm going to call the moon right now. So I feel like the next, full moon or maybe new moon, cause it's black. Anyways, one of those moons is going to be significant. You know what? Let me go ahead and throw myself a bone. This next moon cycle from the new moon to the full moon is going to be imperative for you. So when this next new moon pops up, please set your intentions and write it down, because by the end of that 2-week-ish cycle, you're going to realize how much is going to be manifesting. It's going to be totally different. And this is in work and this is in love. But I am imagining, like, for me, while this is confirmation for me, this energy is somebody who's definitely watching you from afar, watching you in the dark. You know, Jaguars, the way that they collect their prey, it's like they wait, you know, they wait until it's in a vulnerable moment and then they pounce, you know, but they're always closer than they appear. So the person that you are connecting with, the person that's going to be coming towards you, Taurus, I mean it with all of my heart, they are very much watching and stalking to come and really pounce on you as prey. And I mean that in a sexy way, if that didn't scare you. But like, they are very much kind of seeing how you move, seeing what makes you tick. They're getting as much information as they can before they decide to come and reveal themselves. So it's in the dark. So energetically, you might be very much called and pulled to this person. You might be like, why am I always thinking of them? Because they are watching you. Their eyes are peered into you. If you post on social media, they are watching. Maybe not from their main account, because this is a very dark, you know, it's a black jaguar. You might not know that they follow you, you know, or they have somebody that does follow you. But like, if you're out, they're going to be like, where is that? Like, you know, I'm just getting so much scorpionic energy. I cannot deny it. It's very scorpionic, you know, but this person is very fixated on making it right and coming through. So that is what I got for you, Taurus. Woo, what a reading. I was really not expecting that, especially because while I was pre-shuffling, like I said, I didn't really get any major messages, but this took such a love turn. But again, I'm not surprised. Just because Venus is moving into Pisces, everybody seems to be more emotional at this time. And it seems like the person that you've been dealing with is going to be coming towards you in this really magnificent kind of way, Taurus. This once in a lifetime, like your friends are going to be like jealous about how this really, and I'm being pulled to the star again, how this all comes together in a really magnetic and beautiful way. And if you guys get to connect energetically in a sexual round, baby, it's a freaking wrap, okay? Like, this person, when they finally are able to dig their claws into you, it's over. It's a wrap. And they're going to make sure that they love you so well that you're not going to want to go anywhere. And I'm being called to pull from one more deck. And so this is a bonus card, I guess, Taurus, from this love deck. But because it turned into such a love reading, I am getting some message. Manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Doesn't get much clearer than that. Okay, so that is what I got for you, Taurus. Please let me know, probably by the end of this month. I don't know if you'll have anything to share with me now, but by the end of this month, if you remember, come back to this video and let me know, because some of you guys are meeting your life partner, like no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So please check out the description box for information on how to book a personal reading with me. And until next time, thank you guys.